Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, where today we will discuss the best budget gaming laptops on the market. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Oh, by the way, links to all the featured products are given in the description below. Do check it out. For a bit over $999, the Asus ROG Zephyrus M15 gives a whole lot in a sleek case. This machine is equipped for your ambitious gaming expeditions, thanks to pairing a 6-core Intel Core i7-10750H CPU and an Nvidia GeForce GTX 1660 Ti graphics processor. Those pair perfectly for 1080p gaming at high frame rates, making the 1080p 144Hz IPS display on this laptop all the more fitting. Our selected configuration of this laptop incorporates 16GB of fast DDR4 RAM, guaranteeing you've got lots of memory for games and applications. It also has a 512GB NVMe SSD, allowing you to fit a selection of games that will load up with unbelievable speed. It all comes arranged into a laptop chassis that's less than an inch thick and only weighs a little more than 4 pounds. And unlike standard thin and light laptops, the Asus ROG Zephyrus M15 gives up a decent selection of ports for peripherals and even a Gigabit Ethernet port in case the Wi-Fi 6 connectivity isn't cutting it. The 144Hz screen smoothly handled anything we threw at it, with smooth scrolling and fast movements. The colors were perhaps slightly undersaturated, but overall it looked like your typical 1080p display. You usually trade power for the battery, and it's typically a fair trade. The same is true about the M15, although battery life feels more like a fair trade. Using PCMark 10's modern office battery test, the M15 powered through 8 hours and 31 minutes before turning off. Acer has reduced the price of entry into the PC gaming laptop business with the Nitro 5. This gaming laptop costs less than $700, but gives all you require for thrilling gaming action. The 15.6-inch display will guarantee you've got a clear view of the games you're playing. And its IPS panel won't suffer from bad viewing angles. On the inside, you've got an Nvidia GeForce GTX 1650 to keep games operating smoothly at 1080p, and the Ryzen 5 4600H won't trip up whether you're gaming or working on this machine. Its 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage might be on the small side, but you can add more RAM and storage later on. You won't find multiple quality options more affordable than this, except for a budget gaming PC. So, if you're ready to get up to speed in modern esports titles, the Acer Nitro 5 will get you up and running more affordable than almost anything else. An extra monitor might be connected through the HDMI port for a more extensive viewing experience and more effective multitasking when running apps and live streaming. USB 3.1 Gen 1 Type A and Type C ports are available for cooperative peripherals, such as mice, keyboards, and external storage drivers, with a max data throughput of 5 GB per second. Other combined features include 802.11 AC Wi-Fi, a Gigabit Ethernet port, dual-array microphones, a 720p webcam, stereo speakers, and a 3.5mm audio jack. The operating system introduced is Windows 10 Home, 64-bit. As with gaming PCs, going with an AMD processor is a beautiful way of getting a powerful rig at a discount. Nothing sums this up better than the Asus TUF Gaming A15. Provided with Nvidia GTX 1660 Ti graphics for under $1,000. This is pretty much the most affordable Nvidia GTX 1660 Ti powered gaming laptop you're going to get. What's more, this is a very well-rounded machine with an octa-core AMD Ryzen R7 4800H processor. You'll also be able to download a sizable library of PC games with 512GB of storage. Meanwhile, 16GB of 3200MHz memory gives the Asus TUF Gaming A15 a strong foundation for video editing that's sure to attract creatives. This is amongst the least expensive Nvidia GeForce RTX 2060 laptops available and gives strong graphics performance. Recognition to the AMD 4000 series CPUs isn't a failure in that area either, and it comes at a much more affordable rate than many of its competitors. Naturally, there are some trade-offs, and the A15 is neither the thinnest nor the most volatile laptop around, at just over 5 pounds, but Asus has managed to narrow it down slightly since last year with lighter bezels. If you are looking to pay right around $1,000 on a gaming laptop and need the best graphics card available, this is presumably the right choice for you. Specs-wise, it's provided with a 2.9 GHz AMD Ryzen 7 4800H 8-core processor, a 512GB NVMe PCIe M.2 SSD, 16GB of DDR4 memory, and an Nvidia GeForce GTX 1650 Ti graphics card. With these linked, the system will be able to boot applications quickly and operate graphically demanding games. Its 15.6-inch display is made with an IPS panel highlighting a 1920 by 1080 Full HD resolution for precise details and a fast 144Hz refresh rate for decreased blur. Its keyboard has customizable RGB backlighting. Other notable specialties include Wi-Fi 5, an HDMI port, Bluetooth 5.0, USB Type-A and Type-C ports, a webcam, microphones, speakers, and a combo audio jack. The operating system introduced is Windows 10 Home. Lenovo's got a knack for giving solid value in its devices, which holds with the Lenovo Legion 5i. This is the laptop to check out if you have your eyes set on a more prominent display that will allow you to see your games more clearly. The display is a 17.3-inch 1080p screen that lines up well with the gaming performance available from an Intel Core i7-10750H and Nvidia GeForce GTX 1650 Ti. The Legion 5i comes with several modern facilities, like support for the latest Wi-Fi 6 standard and an anti-glare display that should make it more natural to see in brightly lit rooms. Also, at 5.5 pounds, it's impressively light for a 17-inch laptop. Wearing a 15.6-inch 1920 by 1080 IPS display with a 120Hz refresh rate, the Legion 5 uses dedicated graphics through an Nvidia GeForce GTX 1650. Further displays can be connected employing the HDMI port, an extension to dual 2-watt speakers. This laptop also highlights a dual-array microphone configuration and a 720p HD webcam with a privacy shutter. Further security measures comprise power on, user HDD, and administrator passwords, a TPM chip, and a lock slot for physically guarding the laptop. A backlit keyboard with a number pad, along with a touchpad, includes the user interface. A combined battery gives up to 6.8 hours of use on a single charge. The MSI 15.6-inch GF63 thin gaming laptop is produced for gamers who prefer portability slightly more so than performance. Specs-wise, it's decorated with a 2.4 GHz Intel Core i5-9300H quad-core processor, a 256GB NVMe PCIe M.2 SSD, 8GB of DDR4 memory, and an Nvidia GeForce GTX 1650 Max-Q graphics card. Thanks to its dedicated graphics card, you'll be ready to enable additional graphical options and turn up in-game visual settings to experience games at their best. Should you require more storage, you can connect external storage solutions, utilizing its multiple USB ports. Other combined features include an HDMI output, 802.11 AC Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.0, microphones, speakers, a webcam, and audio jacks. The operating system introduced is Windows 10 Home.
Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, then hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you loved it. Take a moment to hit the bell icon so you'll get notified of all our new latest uploads.